Welcome back, Truth Seeker. November 1st, 2019. Want to show you what a sick joke it is. The fact that today Hollywood released a movie about Harriet Tubman. This film releases Friday, November 1st, 2019, the day leaving 60 days left in the year. And this is a number coded all over Black history in a not very nice way. Harriet Tubman equals 60. So does the N-word. 60. And I want you to see what the front page of CNN is right now, in light of today being the release date of this film. She was told to slit her wrist on Facebook, and they just changed the headline. The headline before, which I just covered in the video, was about the N-word. So she was called the N-word and given instructions to slit her wrist. So CNN literally just took the N-word part out of the top headline. I just made a video on it if you want to watch it. But this is what the story is about. A woman being called the N-word November 1st, the same release date as the Harriet Tubman film. And again, just to show you what's in this story, this is what the CNN front page looked like a moment ago. She was called the N-word and given instructions to slit her wrists on Facebook. So, and notice she's beneath a picture of a cross. Like I just talked about in the last video, the physical description of Jesus Christ from the Bible is that of a black person, that of a darker complected person. Her name is Aisha Odom, which has a direct connection to Jesus and cross, like how she's pictured beneath the cross. And in the story, they emphasize the words, "I was scared." I was scared sums to 102, like the N-word when you run the alphabetic order in reverse. Again, there's 4 base ciphers. You want to know all 4. I'm going to show you how they coded these values into this story. The N-word with the alphabetic order is 60. With the alphabetic order and rules of numerology, it's 42. With the reverse alphabetic order, it's 102. With the reverse alphabetic order and rules of numerology, it's 30, like Tuskegee, like Huxtable, like things I just talked about in the last video. And recall, there was a story just like this about a security guard being fired for asking a student not to call him the N-word. This story came October 18th, the day leaving 74 days left in the year. N-word 74 comes out of Madison, Wisconsin 74. And the high school where this happened was Madison West High School, which equals 102. Like the N-word, like slavery. Like how the American Civil War, which had much to do with slavery, began April 12th. The 102nd day of the year. So, again, these stories, Harriet Tubman, 60, N-word, 60. Today leaves 60 days left in the year. If you read the story, it's about how anti-vaxxers were calling this woman the N-word on Facebook. And even the term anti-vaxxer, 60. Anyway, she lives in Austin, this woman. She has herself and her 3 children in Austin. Austin sums to 42, also like the N-word. So you see how they coded 3 of the values? The day leaving 60 days left in the year. She lives in Austin, which sums to 42, like Jackie. Jackie Robinson, number 42. And in the headline, they encode 102. You see? And then, what makes you wonder if the story is even real? Notice the name Aisha Odom's 158, like Facebook. It's about how she was harassed on Facebook by anti-vaxxers, calling her the N-word, and the story's advocating for Facebook to crack down on bullying. But again, the same mainstream media also asks Facebook and other media outlets to censor all sorts of things, including people who question vaccines. And you see how they connect these stories? They make it seem like the hate speakers are the same ones who question vaccines. But anyway, Aisha Odom 158, like Facebook, like Freemasonry. Of course, Freemason's also 42. Freemasonry is what controls media, government, police, world of sports entertainment. Freemasonry, large and in charge. Network, hundreds of years old, tens of millions of people, that works through this Kabbalistic code of letters and numbers, which is called Gematria. And for anyone who's going, well, how can you question if she's a real person? They have a picture of her right there in bright yellow. You notice how often they like to show black people in bright yellow in the news? There's something to that, too. Something about that color, because they do it a lot. But again, for anyone who might have that thought, There's a website called This Person Does Not Exist. If you go to this website, every time you load it up, it gives you a picture of a person, right? Every time you load it, you get a new picture of a person. Every single time. And you know what all these people have in common? Every last one of them? They are a quickly generated computer image. They are not real. Not a single one of these people are real. They're all computer generated images. So, I mean, this is how real Aisha Odom could be, you know? She could be this real, which means not real at all. And I imagine that every single day we get stories of people in the mainstream media who don't exist, because every single day their names are perfectly encoded to sync up with the details of the story. The stories are released on the perfect date. And it's the exact same thing every single day. So, just to remind you of something important, just to whittle it down here to the most simple cipher known as Simple English Gematria, which is the alphabetic order. If you write out English, it's 74. If you write out Gematria, that's the practice of coding numbers into words, it's 74. It's a Jewish practice from the Jewish mysticism Kabbalah. In Kabbalah's Book of Formation, it stated God created the world with letters, numbers, and words in the opening paragraph. If you write occult, it's 74. If you write Masonic, it's 74. And again, they just showed that woman beneath a cross. N-word 74, cross is 74, Jesus is 74, Messiah is 74, Gospels 74, parables is 74. See how they did it? N-word, cross, you know, and you just got this story. Another front page story. This one was from October 18th, the day leaving 74 days left in the year. The story was out of Madison, Wisconsin, 74. The alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. And again, he worked at a high school, sums to 102. So, and it even makes you wonder, is there even really a Harriet Tubman from history? I'm sure there were plenty of brave people that helped fight against slavery and help people escape slavery, but if it's in the history books, it's probably not true. You go through history, it's all contrived this way. You want to know why this nation's birthday is 7-4? 7-4, holiday 74. If you take the alphabetic order and rules of numerology, guess what Independence Day equals? 74. Of course it does. Because this nation was founded by people who worked by this code, and from July 4th, 1776 up to the present, every single thing about this nation's history has been done by this code. Every single thing. That's not an exaggeration, that's a fact. And by the way, they called the movie Harriet, which equals 47, like the 47 degrees on the Masonic compass. The top of the Masonic compass is the pole star, which equals 47. The reason it's set at 47 degrees is because it's in tribute to the 47th problem of Euclid, a Greek mathematician. The 47th problem of Euclid's about how to establish foundation, cornerstone for DC. It was laid on a date with 47 numerology. July 4th can also be written 4/7 like 47. So, there's a reason they work by this code. There's a reason they do things with mathematics. Math is all to these people. And again, it's all biblical too. The word math with the alphabetic order is 42. The New Testament begins with the 42 generations to Jesus. 42. Jesus who died for your sins according to the Christian belief, sin 42. In the New Testament begins with the 42 generations to Jesus. There's the 42 laws of Ma'at from ancient Egypt that begin with I will not sin. There's a reason they've coded 42 on Black history. And again, there's a reason they have this story with this woman beneath the cross this morning. We'll leave it there. Until next time.